Hey everybody, it's me, human, semi-human, the chimera of all kind. Welcome to the Galley stream. Okay, so I switched over to OBS from Streamlabs because everyone fucking told me to, and I think I'm also for the first time in like months, or maybe even a year, I'm streaming on Twitch again, but I'm multi-streaming. So also I can't see Twitch chat, because I couldn't figure it out, so I could just see YouTube chat. But also let me check if I'm actually streaming to Twitch. Um, uh, I think I am. Yes, I am. Awesome. Okay, awesome. I don't know if anything works, by the way. So we're just gonna roll with it. All right, now I need to fucking get on the Warhammer. Yep. Uh, let's set up the stream yet. It's not like a just wait. It's not. We're not on like. We're not. Let me open Twitch here. Hold on. I have one viewer on Twitch apparently. Yeah. Again, yeah. Again, I literally. Okay. Cool. Oh, you can hear me. Awesome. Love that. The. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Let me fix the fucking audio. Um. Yeah, I'm gonna be a lot more. I chugged a monster earlier, so I'm gonna be a lot more lively than usual. Uh, so yeah, okay. What are we doing today? What's in the docket? Um, why are there two upcoming streams? Oh my god, I fucking. Oh, what the fuck is going on? Oh my god. Okay, you know what? We'll deal with this later, right? We'll deal with this after. It's whatever. It is whatever. Okay, right. Okay, so we need predictions, right? Predictions. Okay. Predictions. I don't have any. I don't know anything about. Well, I do know stuff about Warhammer. Well, obviously we're gonna get 11th edition. Probably. There's like a 99% chance we're gonna get 11th edition. Okay, I'm about to do something, and if it goes offline, you know why. Okay, it's online. Yep, it's online, everyone. We are still online. Okay, so it's we got like really fucking 5 minutes. I don't know why Warhammer isn't streaming yet, unless I got the time wrong. Hold on, did I get the day wrong? No, I didn't get the day wrong. People are also watching it. Yep, here it is. Finally, Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, 11th edition, right? I'm thinking. Oh, oh, could be fucking anything. We're gonna see orcs probably. See a nit on the right side? Might be, might be. We're seeing a thing on the right side here. Yukari, if we want Yukari. We're saying 11th edition. Marius Calgar. We're gonna we're gonna get another Marnius Calgar model. Just you wait. It's only updated like a month ago, I think. I know it was updated. I know it was like updated like last year or some shit. Calgar with jump pack, dude. Hell yeah. uh, put you up. It doesn't look like Megatron. I'm airing out this chat. Bloodborne 2! Yes! We're gonna get Bloodborne 2! We are going to get Bloodborne 2 in this Adepticon reveal stream. Oh, I'm so ready. Calgon the Golden Throne. Calgon the Steel Chair. My Donna deal. Perturabo, yes. Perturabo, no. How about Perturabo, no? Okay? I don't want Perturabo. Fuck Perturabo. Okay, cool, awesome. Let me put a text on screen here. Text here. Yep. There, okay. Alright, everyone. Waiting for Warhammer. Alright, everyone. Are you guys fucking ready? I'm fucking ready. Okay? I've been ready since it was announced. It's my first Adepticon. It's weird that this is taking place at like 1 a.m. and here that's like more focused on like American time zones. I don't know. Fucking last! I fucking love seeing that in the. Every time it flashes, I'm just like, oh, it's 9. I can't wait to get Titus and Terminator armor. Me too, dude. It's gonna be great. What the hell? Alright. Late start. Whoa. These guys are fucking excited. I'm excited too, you know. They're already 1 minute late. They're 1 minute late, guys. Guys, they're 1 minute late. So fucking over. Zam! Let's go, gamers. Yeah, is it live on Twitch? That's not the right one.
toothbrushes, not mouth brushes.
Listerine works with brushing to deliver 5 times more cleaning power. Plus, it contains
I
clinically proven
fucking,
essential oils for whole mouth health.
you're not getting a fucking,
Listerine.
you're not getting a free fucking ad out of me.
Around the world, there's standing room only at the back. This is about as packed as it gets.
It is absolutely packed, Steve. It's wonderful to be here in the USA for Adepticon.
Fantastic.
Oh wow, I love this audio. Great.
For the next 90 minutes to 2 hours, we're going to take you on a journey into some
90 minutes!
Well, let's start with that video we saw about the Steel Legion and the question, what would Garrett do?
Well, with Yarrick, you bring back the Steel Legion, of course, and we can confirm today the Armageddon Steel Legion are on their way.
Yes! About time, bro! I don't know what's going on. I can't tell what he's saying. I cannot tell what he's saying, dog. By the way, how's the audio levels, everyone?
Yeah, it's really cool. We've got some amazing reveals for you today, guys. We have some Warhammer 40,000 stuff. We've already seen one thing already. We've got more very soon. We've got some Warhammer Age of Sigmar stuff to show you.
Wow. Yeah!
Underworld stuff to show you.
I never heard of that until I saw it in the preview. I was like, what the fuck is Warhammer Underworld?
And some stuff for Kill Team as well, so it's an absolutely jam-packed...
The one guy yelling for Kill Team. Yeah, Kill Team!
Everyone just share the mic. Just share the mic in the middle.
Get cozy for a minute. Right, so,
Kiss, 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 yowie, yowie, yowie.
we say, have you done any hobby lately? Eddie, have you done any hobby
I
lately?
have done some hobby. I've been painting space walls because I am playing at Adepticon this weekend.
Is anyone else playing at Adepticon this weekend? Spectacular.
Tournament. Just go easy on it. And
Show them no mercy. Crush them like the dogs they are.
friendly game. Friendly game. It'd be great.
Perfect. I also have been very good. So, while we're just beginning, we'll get really into the meat of it in just a minute. We had some news told to us today by the Warhammer community team back home, which is... Have I got a mic now? Yeah!
They did it! They did it! $1 million company! $1 million company! Yeah!
So, the reason for this is we figured Warhammer 40,000 fans might like all of their Warhammer 40,000 videos, whether that's painting or lore or like previews like we're going to show you tonight, all in one place. So if you haven't already, go and give it a subscribe. Let's get those numbers up, and let's make sure there's one place you can go for all of your Warhammer 40,000 YouTube content. Make sense?
No.
Perfect. Is your mic working?
God damn it, guys!
Trail is real, boys. So, what's going to happen over the next 90 minutes or so is we're going to show you all these previews we talked about. There's going to be some great videos, some fantastic reveals. We'll get overexcited. We'll talk for slightly too long, and then
Exactly, you already talked for too long. Show me fucking 11.
everybody who stayed in the room with us and had this wonderful experience, they're going to go away with something super cool. More on that later. Are we about
We got a hype train.
Beautiful. So, the first thing we're going to do is a tiny bit of a retrospective.
Ah, Commissar Yarrick! Baelai lives!
Any moment now, he'll appear massively on your screen. But I have a feeling the tech priests are currently applying unguents and blessed oil to the machine so that Eddie can have a mic too. Otherwise, we have to wrestle over it. Nobody needs to see that. So, I'm going to talk about Commissar Yarrick for a moment because I've got...
You guys are...
No, still one mic. So, when I was a little boy and I read the stories of Commissar Yarrick and the infamous things he'd done on Armageddon, the epic defense of the Imperium, it really sort of did something to my little wannabe Imperial heart. And so it's been really cool to see...
Yep, the YouTube stream still isn't happening.
Heralds something that we're going to show you in a little more detail as the rest of this preview runs on. Eddie, were you around when Yarrick first debuted?
I played a game and sent in my results through Whiteboard.
Or was this for the Armageddon
Yeah, for the 2000...
Third War
Yeah,
campaign?
the Third War for Armageddon. You had a little form at the back of Whiteboard, and you sent in the results.
Nice.
You said how your game went, so I sent in one result.
Is anybody else in here old enough and long in the tooth enough that they participated in the Armageddon Global campaign?
I'm not.
So, yeah, me too. In fact, I already felt old when it happened, so terrifying. I remember my original Yarrick had like a Snippy Crab Claw. Any Snippy Crab Claw Yarricks in the room? Just me? Yeah, of course there is. Beautiful. Right, so let's get an update from the guys behind. Otherwise, we're going to do this preview via the medium of interpretive dance. Nice. I've dispatched my finest Eddie to bring news of the technology. While we fill, I suppose I could just start reading off the list of all the cool stuff we're going to talk to you about, right? It runs for 2 whole pages, guys. This is no joke. Otherwise, it's going to come down to Warhammer trivia. Right? Nobody needs more. You might need Warhammer trivia. Tell you a joke.
Tell us a joke.
I couldn't possibly tell you a joke live on air. This would go badly possible. What I can do
Tell us a joke.
hello, sir.
Our production quality.
Go on then. Oh, right. Well, there is actually really great lore behind that. And in 15 minutes, we'll tell you about it. And so start speculating amongst yourselves as to what the reason that Yarrick is in fact not dead. It's podcast that you might think it is.
Yeah, we saw his skull though.
The old man of Armageddon could in fact not be dead. I think you can rest assured I'll fill you in, or at least give you a heavy clue. The thing I don't want to do is spoil anything, right? This is quite something, just filling the void. So,
We're gonna mute that for a second. We're gonna see how I can't wait to for the video to come out, and I can't wait for Okay, what I'm gonna do? I kind of have to go. I kind of have to take a piss, right? I'm gonna pause this. And actually, wait. Is there a way to? Oh, there isn't. Fuck. Okay, never mind. I can't. I guess I'm just gonna have to hold it. Oh, please, I beg you. He was about to start a fight, bro. Okay. Black screen. Gonna get something here. Hey, guys, shut up. Dude, I can't hear what's going on.
Steel Legion collectors in the room. Beautiful. So I have a Steel Legion army. It's even been in White Dwarf back in the day. And so that news...
Love the rage bait from Games Workshop, by the way. If you didn't know, they released like a couple Legion members.
And then the folding stock. These are the details I love that make the Steel Legion one of my with that. That's pretty dope.
Prime Rage Bait. Isn't the YouTube stream started yet? Nope. Okay. I also just don't know how many viewers I have. I got one. I got one. Got a level 12 hype train.
Soldiers of Armageddon, I will not lie to you. The orc army before us
Alright.
is vast. They say we cannot win, that the orcs are too many. I don't know about you, but I am growing tired of proving them wrong. I see the steel in your eyes, the fire in your soul.
Yep.
Tell you now, we can win. We will win. If that victory
Oh, here's some new. Oh, that's looks sick. Return to the war world.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are returning to Armageddon.
This is another campaign expansion book for Warhammer 40,000, The Return of Yarick. We're going back to Armageddon, back to the war world for a story of the Imperium versus a huge orc war that is invading.
Armageddon is a place that's had some issues, and the sponsor of the issues that are going on right now is none other than the herald of the speed war, Wazdaka Guts.
Cuts off. But yeah, people thought this was what it was gonna be. It is. This is what people thought. You can like barely hear him. You can like barely hear him. Love this. This is quality ass stream, dude. Yeah, why is Ducka Gutsamek? Love the effects though. The effects look sick. Yo, is that a classic Beaky helmet? I think that's a classic Beaky helmet. Dude, we can't hear you. We cannot fucking hear you. But yeah, we got a AFV, it's like a tank on, it's like a lightly armored tank on wheels. Tara SV. Yeah. Oh,
For your Astra Militarum troops,
he's a little louder now. Yeah. Nice. Love that. Kind of looks like a sister's vehicle, to be honest. But yeah, the Fortress of Air war about to get and celebrate. Oh my god, is it, wait, is it a throne with fucking, is it a throne with legs? I thought it was just like a floating, oh my god, it is! This is so stupid! Oh, I love it! Oh, it's a throne with legs. God, that's stupid. Hey, I'm pretty sure this was one of the things that we saw on the preview thing. fucking insane, bro. Too bad I can't goddamn hear you. Those Space Wolves! It's gonna cost $200. I mean, yeah. Oh wow, the Death Watch Battalion. Dude, I can't wait to play this in fucking nowhere. It's like barely an army. Is this a kill team? Because my Imperial Guard army has a Death Watch.
In the room, we have some friends from our friends at Weather Workshop, and they've got an amazing new thing that we're going to show you right now. Right now. And
Once, he was known as Calistarius. Now, after conquering the Black Rage,
Oh.
he is reborn as one of the most formidable psychers in the Imperium of Man. Standing upon the stairs of the Arx Angelicum, we present to you the Chief Librarian of the Blood Angels, the Lord of Death, Mephiston. He is the sole member of the Blood Angels to conquer the Black Rage. Yet beneath that control lies a force capable of devastating wrath. We have depicted Mephiston amidst the battle-damaged environment of the Arx Angelicum, harnessing a powerful...
This looks too detailed to not. This looks too detailed.
In one hand, his four-sword Vitaris crackles with power. In the other, psychic energy gathers, poised to manifest the Emperor's wrath. Mephiston's resplendent artificer armor, richly adorned with Blood Angel's iconography, has been rendered in exquisite detail by our sculptors. His presence is
further elevated through masterful.
Yeah, no, it's a
With every surface and texture
It's a statue, okay.
realized to bring depth, contrast, and gravitas to this defining portrait of the Lord of Death. He is a figure of awe within the Blood Angels chapter. Make him a figure of awe upon your shelf.
Wow. Wow. Can you believe it? Can you believe it, guys? 11th edition. Just 2 hours away.
Throughout the rest of this weekend, weekend, that statue you saw in the video is here. If you want to look at it in person, go and chat to Jules and learn all about it. Pop down to where the Warhammer shop is, and you can see it in the flesh.
Can you believe it, guys?
So it's well worth a visit. While we're talking about licensed things, we have another officially licensed product I'm pretty excited about because they sent one for me to wear.
Oh, what is that?
I hate these. Can I be real? You know why I hate these? Because they took down 3D printed Astartes helmets because they were selling these.
Lieutenant Titus helmet, I love it. It fits my head. If anybody wondered, my head is colossal. It's ridiculously big. And there's room in there. It's not on its biggest setting, so a lot of people were like, "Oh, will it fit?" Definitely, unless you have a even larger than Astartes-sized bonds, you'll be fine.
It fits even Gene in hand.
There we go.
Fucking hate you guys.
You can check these things out. There'll be links to it all on the Warhammer Community website. Make sure
Once they start, oh my god, announcing AOS and fantasy stuff, I'm gonna go take a piss.
I believe that helmet is available to pre-order as of tonight as well.
I think so, yeah. So essentially, if you really like one of these things, you can get your order in straight away, both the Mephiston and the helmet. Now, we have other exciting news, which is still in the Dark Millennium, and this relates to something coming very soon to Warhammer Plus.
Sigma Command, this is Flight Commander Kai. Welcome to Sigma Nova. The Emperor protects.
I wonder if it's just the
Where did they come from?
same thing we saw last time. I got released earlier. Dude, what? Also, where's the Astartes 2?
This is an all-new animation coming soon to Warhammer Plus, Aeronautica Imperialis. Eddie, what can you say?
Yeah, exactly that. So we knew this animation was on its way. We can tell you a few more things about it today. So it's called Aeronautica Imperialis, and as you imagine, it is about the pilots of the Imperial Navy. They are up against the Eldar pilots of Craftworld's Sam Han.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Effectively, an aerial war of attrition across a frozen world. This will be a 3-part animation, much in the style of other Warhammer animations we've had in Warhammer Plus, one of which finished today. If you've not watched Penitence, go and check it out. It's on Warhammer Plus right now. This will be a 3-part series, and it will explore both the Imperial Navy, and it has a few scenes as well from the Eldar perspective as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now you can see some of the Eldari fighters in it. Well, it's a fighter and 2 bombers, right?
Yeah, that's right. So there's a fighter there, it's Nightwing, and then you've got a couple of race fighters on the side there as well, which will effectively do the bombing runs trying to take out Imperial forces. And then on the other side, you have Imperial Thunderbolt pilots for the most part. There is quite a high attrition rate, I would say, for the Imperial Thunderbolt pilots.
Maybe don't get too attached.
Maybe don't get too attached to any of the characters. This is Kai. She is one of the Imperial pilots. Piloting those Thunderbolts.
Top Gun, but it's Warhammer. Alright, yeah, I'm down.
Fantastic. And then one of the things, so I've watched the first episode. I really enjoyed it. I'm one of those people that grew up watching sort of those classic air war movies, Iron Eagle, Top Gun, Battle of Britain, and this hits all of the right buttons for me. There's a dogfight in the first episode, which is breathtaking, and you get to meet this guy for the first time as part of it, who's one of the Eldari.
Yeah, so this is the kind of lead pilot, I suppose, of the Eldari forces. This is Idrinet, and the Eldar scenes in this show are from his perspective, so you get to see a little bit into the mind of the Eldar of the Craft World, a very, very different perspective from the quite hard done by
gives you an insight into things that you never normally see, right? The animations that appear on Warhammer Plus let us delve into corners of the sort of Warhammer universes which are unexplored up to now.
You mean all Imperium stuff? Dude, there's like nothing but Imperium stuff.
Yeah. We're still staying in the Warhammer 40,000 universe, but we're going to go and take a look at Kill Team for a minute now.
Alright, what do we got?
Callsign Chester. The toughest thrown down grunts on the Eastern Fringe.
A new Kill Team.
We've fought Tyranids before. They're tough. But they drop if you know where to shoot them. We thought we were ready. We were wrong.
Oh! 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 Is that a new Morlock? Is that a new fucking Morlock?
Spectre Squad.
Oh, hell yeah, bro!
The toughest throw.
I think we're done. Right, I'm going to talk as if we're back on air. So this is Kill Team Terror on Devlin, and we'd like to introduce you to the fighting men and women of Spectre Squad, which is
Effectively a brand new kill team. This is a kind of stealthy, scouty kill team with lots of kind of fun mechanics to keep yourself hidden before you're ready.
$1 million company! Yeah! $1 million company! Just... Nope. I wonder if it's on the Warhammer community page. Oh, are we back? Oh, no sound! There's no sound. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Box Relay Station. Oh man, dude, this is great. God, this is so funny. I'm so spoiled by like Nintendo Directs and like E3 and stuff. This sucks. Okay, you're gonna show us that new Moloch? Looks sick as fuck. Yeah, that guy. Show us that guy. Nemesis Operative, the Red Terror. So, like, am I allowed to use this as a Moloch? Because I think I should be able to. This looks sick as fuck. I'm a Tyranids player, by the way, so that I'm just like, hell yeah, dude. Too bad it's in a kill team box, so I'm probably not gonna buy. Oh, wait. I kinda hear them now. Terror on Devland. The new Moloch model.
Yeah, and there's different ways to play it as well. One of the examples that the book gives is two kill teams going up against each other while a Hellbrute and a Redemptor Dreadnought slug it out in the middle of the battlefield. So there's loads of cool opportunities to have some fun. Of course, you'll need some new Nemesis operatives, so we've got some returning favourites from Blackstone Fortress.
Yeah, so this is the Archivist. He is a Zote. So we last saw him in Blackstone Fortress. We are re-releasing him for use in games of Kill Team. And yeah, you can bring this guy along and have your Kill Team try and hunt him down. Also coming back from Blackstone Fortress, we have another returning Nemesis operative, which hopefully we'll get to see in a second.
So the next one up is the Amble. A real classic from back in the day Warhammer.
Yeah, so Ambles are common to worlds across the Imperium. They're effectively an invasive predatory species. Their prey includes humans, so you definitely get bad news if you start an Amble colony on your planet. But they are exactly the sort of thing that would rampage through the middle of a kill team board, messing.
We're going to take a slight diversion away from the 41st millennium and go back about 10,000 years now. And we can, the Legiones Astartes.
Maybe we can.
There we go. So there we are. Warhammer the Horus Heresy. And this is a new variant coming soon to the classic Spartan tank. This is the Spartan Prometheus assault tank.
This is basically the tank if you really, really like heavy bolters. We basically
include not just the heavy bolter mounts that you can see there, but it also includes laser destroyers, which is one of my favourite ways of blowing up enemy tanks. Here you can see some detail. They're one on the right-hand side. That's the laser destroyer. It's got some extra bits and pieces and is a perfect way to transport your soldiers across the battlefield in relative safety.
Yeah, I think you've got two very different ways of playing this. The laser destroyer is obviously excellent for taking out enemy tanks.
Yep.
The heavy bolters arguably become much more useful in recent months. Obviously, you've got the Mechanicum have joined in a big way to the Horus Heresy. Solar Auxilia are quite common, so the heavy bolter loadout has become much more useful than it maybe was at the start of the Horus Heresy, where you only really fought against humans.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this isn't the only thing that's coming for the Horus Heresy. There's also reinforcements due for the first time the Karanite Ogryn section.
Yeah, so the Karanite Ogrins are basically like the brawlers and brutes of the Solar Auxilia. If you have a Solar Auxiliary army, you will know that mostly on the battlefields of the
Age of Darkness.
Age of Darkness.
There we go.
You are outclassed basically by Space Marines and Custodies and Demons and all sorts of stuff. So if the enemy reaches your lines, you need a counterpunch. The Ogryn section provides that. These are
Interesting. I don't know anything about Horus Heresy, by the way. I don't know anything. I don't know who the fuck these guys are. I don't know what the Solar Auxiliary are. I don't know what the Solar Auxilia are. What? Ah!
Also getting some additional fire support. Here we can see one of the close-ups. They've got a variety of weapons, but
I'm gonna go.
heavier weapons coming to bolster.
I'm gonna go take off. I'm gonna go take a piss.
Fire support battery. Essentially, this is how you tackle enemies you can't see, right? So right now, this is the shooting down variant. It's the classic mole mortar. You can see that guy's clutching canisters that aim equipped with driller-tipped shells for going underground and coming up inside bunkers and trench lines. Then you've also got the bombard, which is for loosing off multiple shots and raining hell down upon the enemy.
Yeah, both of these really cool different ways to shoot the enemy from far away, whether they're underground or overground. There's also a direct fire version of the rapier on its way as well, which also has a variety of different options. We'll get a shot of that in a second too.
Yeah, so the first kit, it makes either of those support weapons for firing indirectly, either the quad launcher or the mole mortar, and then the direct fire kit contains things for shooting in a straight line. So here we go, the classic heavy bolter setup that you might expect to see on a rapier platform.
It is a good day for fans of heavy bolters.
Yeah, they are living large.
Yeah.
This thing became so useful to the Solar Auxilia because many of the early battles of the Great Crusade era were fought in space in boarding actions. And so there's a fun fact, if you look at the caterpillar tracks on these things, there's like rubberized nubs running. It also has other options. There's a multi-laser. This is the laser destroyer. So you've got a variety of weapons with which you can equip your rapier platforms and bring battle to the enemy however you see fit.
Yeah, loads of ways.
Yeah. Alright, hold on, wait. Fuck.
Perfect, absolutely so.
Oh, I'm back.
You won't find inside your existing Liber books. Fear not. There is a new Journal Tactica on the way.
The Battle of Talon.
You!
On the way. Talon, of course, is the most famous tank battle of the Horus Heresy. A tank battle that was so brutal that the scars of it can still be felt 10,000 years later.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can expect this to delve into that epic encounter and really give Horus Heresy fans, of which it seems there's a great many in the room, something to sink their teeth into. There we go. Right. Let's leave Warhammer 40,000 and the Horus Heresy for a little while. We're coming back to them towards the end of the show. And let's go to the Warhammer Underworlds. So, on your
Alright, time for the shit I have no idea about.
Sephirotes, an all-new Underworlds warband from the Lumineth Realm Lords.
Yeah, so this is a really fun multi-trick warband with loads of different abilities.
Alright, you know, while we're here, let's go to the fucking...
There's some magic, real kind of jack-of-all-trades warband. They've got some really fun mechanics. They are built around effectively of the Huracan Temple. And there is a little character in there, which is the kind of spirit of the wind you can see, just kind of bottom right.
yeah, let's see, it's the Red Terror.
So Thariel is the leader of the warband, kind of like a wind mage, as it were, and Zool is the familiar that you see next to her, kind of like a fox, dog, cat thing. So there you can see him on the screen. There's an interesting mechanic with this warband, which is essentially these warriors, they fight based on sort of the feeling the skeins of wind and on the air, and that helps them locate the enemy and then outmaneuver them. And so
The Red Terror.
essentially its proximity gives buffs to the models that are attacking it.
Oh, this isn't a new model. This is like a new model, and this is like a new thing in general.
You can dictate where on the battlefield of the board your units are most effective.
And it continues this lovely trend
Internet Commanders may remember the Red Terror from
like awesome familiars and
it's back in its first standalone plastic kit where it's a galaxy once more.
Zanara. It's just that classic sort of ranger archetype, and really reminds me of maybe Shadow Warriors from the world that was.
There's definitely a Shadow Warrior vibe about some of these.
Yeah, absolutely. So these models will be coming soon to Warhammer Underworlds and are an exciting thing to maybe change up the meta that we see in the
soldiers of Armageddon. I will not lie to you.
Yeah, goes back. God, I still fucking love this movie. It's a throne on legs. How can you not love that? It's like a toilet. It's a skibbity toilet. I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, do we have the trailer for the Steel Legion? No, we don't get the Steel Legion trailer. That's their video. Nope, here it is.
People of the internet. Has anyone seen my Steel Legion? I know I left them right here. Eric, do. He'd get the Steel Legion back on the field.
Steel yourself. Okay, let's read some of these. Have you seen our sound tech? I see. Yeah, 110% 110% corporate, 110% excellent corporate theme tooling. Good job. Alright. Alright, well done, GW. Well played, GW. Stream event and plan the sound engineers. And the sound engineer. Okay, we'll play Games Workshop. Well played. Audio on live show was atrocious. Oh yeah, man.
People of the internet. Has anyone seen my Steel Legion? I know I left them right here. Yarrick is going to be so mad. He's killed people for less. Think, what would Yarrick do? He'd get the Steel Legion back on the field.
I took some of this. Let's have a look at this concept art, right? I like this. It looks different from Deathcore. Definitely. Steel yourself. They're coming.
Our enemies think us weak.
This is a fantastic addition to the Cities of Sigmar range. Loads of things to talk about. We saw them briefly on the screen. Let's delve into them in some more detail. First up are the Free Guild Grenadiers. Eddie?
Yeah, so Free Guild Grenadiers are effectively your hard-working, all-purpose elite infantry for the Free Guild. They come with great combat stats. They come with shooting abilities.
I have no idea what the fuck this is. Okay, I don't know anything about fantasy. Fuck off. I don't know anything about this. I'm just waiting for them to come back to the fucking whatever.
We also saw some new hero models for Sigma.
So many new heroes.
So this guy is Jorvan Creel. He's the survivor of Embergard, is it? Anvilgard, there we go. And he's kind of like a ranger archetype, right?
Yeah, so he is a survivor of a city that's been taken over by the forces of Marathi Kane. So he has blood vengeance, basically, against the Daughters of Kane.
I'm nearly like halfway through the show, by the way.
Driving back the Skaven infestations of the Mortal Realms in the Realm of Fire. He is accompanied into battle by an Ash Panther, and he is effectively a really solid, dependable, mid-range skirmish hero for the Cities of Sigmar.
Fantastic. And he's still not the only hero that we saw. Next up is the Malish Forge Priest. A classic take on that warrior priest archetype from the world.
This guy looks kind of silly.
Is like a smith god, and here he is, this priest with an enormous hammer.
Yeah, so I mean, the warrior priest archetype is such a cool piece of Warhammer lore, and it's great to see that kind of coming through in Warhammer Age of Sigmar now. There's a couple of options in there as well. You've got a choice of heads, so you can either go with the classic bald warrior priest,
my hairstyle,
or you can have the kind of slightly mad-looking monk look.
Yep.
And of course, he comes with an enormous Warhammer. This game's called Warhammer. Warhammer's got to be pretty
makes
good,
perfect sense, doesn't it?
I can't wait to find all 40,000 Warhammers. Oh wait, I'm not even streaming what you can. I'm not even streaming the shit.
This is your classic fire wizard. Has some really interesting rules in the game. Essentially, once she targets a unit with a spell, that unit gains a characteristic, which essentially means that it's incandescent.
I feel like you could kit bash this to make this like a
Targeting of the same unit is
a Warhammer spellcaster.
It's just really, really cool as well.
Yeah.
He's not even nearly the craziest looking wizard in this
It's not even
update
top
for this.
two. It's not even
Exactly.
top two.
Next up, we'd like to introduce you to the Amethyst Nell Mage.
So this is a wizard who uses the power of Shaiish, the power of death. You can see them replete with
Concussions. He looks like he has a fucking concussion.
skeletons that hit the bell at regular intervals, and there's even a version where you can lift up the visor, and that's what it looks like if you get hit in the head by two mechanical skeletons all day long.
Yeah, absolutely. This is sort of grim darkness writ large, isn't it? With just the strangest, most odd helmet. I love everything about it. The hourglass in the side.
I mean, fantasy isn't supposed to be grimdark, yes.
Might be the weirdest wizard, absolutely. Next up, we have Erasmus Zon, the Enlightened One.
So Erasmus Zon is an inhabitant of Settler's Gain, which is a twin Lumineth and Cities of Sigmar city. He is one of the first graduates of a program set up by the Lumineth to try and teach mortal followers the ways of Haish, to enlighten them into the ways of the Lumineth. He has been so successful in that, he's actually surpassed the magical ability of some of his trainers. So the Lumineth maybe not super keen on quite how well he's taken to light magic, but he is a very powerful spellcaster. The wizard is obviously does all those things, but the thing you notice
I'd like to talk about his
I'm not saying anything because I don't care about this. To be honest.
It's called Glyphwing, and it is the uncanny combination of a ram, a griff, and it has a snake for a tail.
Yeah, it's basically what happens if you when you're choosing your mount, you tick every box.
Absolutely.
And it generates that. So it's a really, really fun character, and it fills out another one of those winds of magic that are now accessible
Yeah,
to
the colleges are
four of them now, I think, out of the possible colleges, which is
Absolutely.
pretty cool.
Now, we also saw in this the Gate Gargants, which are fantastic new kit for the Cities of Sigmar. There's a way that the Cities of Sigmar fight, right? They advance like a moving castle as the Dawnbringer Crusades go out into the Mortal Realms.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So the walls of your castle are made up by your
Oh wait, these guys are like giants. Holy shit! Hold on.
the Barbican, the gate. So they take the charge of the enemy. Enemies smash against those enormous doors. Once the enemy's broken upon them, they part the gates and open up, and your gallants and your steel helms charge out into the middle of the enemy. They sally forth. This is just a really weird, fun, bonkers unit for the Mortal Realms. They fight very well as well. Those are Gargant level stat lines in combat, and on the back of them they also have that enormous cannon, which can make a mess of enemy units at range. So really,
God, that's really funny.
Cities of Sigmar.
Fantastic. So we also saw, as well as these, a new kit
Wow. I don't care. This is like boring.
That's a lot of stuff for the cities of Sigma, right? We are not done yet.
Aye, we persist in an age of monsters. And there are foes that faith heart. Warriors.
That's not fantasy. That's not a fucking. That's a fucking mech. That's a walking fortress, dog.
The Iron World march with us. With cannon and flame, we will drive back the enemies of Sigma. With such engines of war at our side, how can mere monsters stand against us?
Here we have the
Cannonade
Cog
Cogfort.
A fantastic new centerpiece model for the Cities of Sigma armies. These are the Cogforts, and right now on your screen you have the Cannonade Cogfort.
I love this model so much. It is such a cool addition. Here in glorious plastic, and it is well worth waiting for. There's so much to talk about in this kit.
Yeah, we've seen this hinted at in some of the artwork and stories, and even in the background of one of the scenes in an animation. This is the Cannonade Cogfort. It's the first one we'll talk about. Essentially, it is a walking fortress equipped with everything you want to
Insane.
into the mortal realm.
Yeah, this is the shooty version of the Cogfort, right? So the gun on the back is called a Sword Breaker Cannon. It is very, very good at killing almost anything. One of the cool things about it is that when you shoot it, you get to choose a different type of ammunition each time you fire. So if you want something that's really tough, or something that is got different abilities based on what you shoot. It is a monster powerful. It's probably the most dangerous ranged war machine in the game.
And it's not the only Gorka cannon. It is an enormous flamethrower.
It does a ridiculous amount of damage. It kicks out 60
I don't know what I would have as a salamanders thing somehow, or an orc thing. This could also very well be an orc thing.
your gallants or your grenadiers and kill anything that's left.
Let's look at some of the details of these kits. From the screen, you can see now what the interior looks like if you lift off that roof.
Yeah, so there's so much detail in this kit. Before I was talking about the different types of ammunition you can fire. You can see the different types of ammunition stacked up behind the gunners. So it's almost like a mini diorama
Wow.
inside the kit. You can also see
Man. I'm literally just staying here for the whatever announcement. I don't even know. People said there was going to be at the beginning of the show that 11th edition was going to be shown off, but I'm not seeing it. We haven't seen it yet, so maybe not.
These bags hanging on the side, this is the most valuable and important part. These are forged by the Iron World Arsenal.
That's true.
And if everything's going wrong, they'll launch a hot air balloon device out of the top, power it by the furnace, detach it from the Cogfort and fly it away, because that's the bit you have to save.
Yeah, the engine basically of the Cogfort is the valuable part. That's what the enemy's trying to get to. There's some other cool stuff that we can tell you about Cogforts as well. If we can jump to the next slide.
So this is, the first thing is, you might like to include a Cogfort in your Cities of Sigma army, but what if you just really like the Cogforts?
That's a great question, Adam. You can have an army of renown that is entirely made up of Cogforts. It is
God, that's funny.
called the Iron March, and effectively it does a few things. So first of all, it gives you a bunch of extra rules if you really just like Cogforts and you want to just have lots of them. The other thing that it does is unlocks 2 more types of Cogfort you can build in your force. So
I want to see an orc cog for it.
Incredible centerpiece thing for your Cities of Sigmar army. The rules for it and everything you need to know, all the lore and everything behind it, will be included in the forthcoming Order Battle Tome, Cities of Sigmar, which is everything you need to be using these in your games of Warhammer Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, all the stuff you would normally expect in a battle tome is in there as well, but it's not the only thing on its way for Age of Sigmar.
There is a new spearhead box. This is City of Ash, and it includes 2 forces. I feel like the room has picked up on one. I'll very briefly explain. The first place you'll be able to get your hands on the Grenadiers
Is a long-anticipated expansion for the forces of Clans Eshin. The last time we had a sizable release for Clans Eshin was wartime, basically.
half my life ago.
Yeah, a really long time ago. So they've been well overdue for some updates, and the updates are phenomenally cool. So, but still, very useful little sneak.
I don't know who these guys are. They look like Skaven.
Shuriken and stabbing enemies in the back. The next unit you have up are the Gutter Runners. They are also in this box. Gutter Runners are the kind of mid-tier, I suppose, of the Clans Eshin. They are they've gone through the ranks. They were Knight Runners, then they've graduated to Gutter Runners. There's some really characterful, fun little models in this. You've got some with poison weapons, some with the classic kind of double-bladed punch daggers, and all of the Gutter Runners have got that slightly longer, shadowy cloak on them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Obviously, somebody needs to lead this spearhead. This is a model you'll be familiar with if you follow the Skaven in Warhammer Age of Sigmar. This is a Deathmaster. He is lovely. We've seen him before. Would you like to see another Deathmaster? Then may we introduce you to Deathmaster Crixit.
So, Deathmaster Crixit is probably the most notorious of all the Deathmasters currently working in Skavenblight. He is so confident in his abilities as an assassin that he's made his identity public, which is almost unheard of for a Deathmaster. He has slain many rivals and many enemy heroes. In game terms, he is an absolute blender.
I don't know who the...
Imagine it killing enemy heroes, but such a good character, he can basically blend through almost any small unit.
And the way that they've rendered this character, they captured the sort of, almost it looks like his cloak is smoke as it
Maybe it is. There's certainly a little bit of Olgian magic there, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. And he stood on sort of crumbling bits of some building, and that's a segue to one of the other things that this box includes, which is some fantastic terrain.
Yeah, so this box set, City of Ash, is actually set in Embergard. Embergard was the location of the Warhammer Plus animation we had last year. That animation is effectively the sequel to this box set. Embergard was a quite prosperous city of Sigmar.
Oh no, Warhammer Plus animations. That means we're gonna have to sit through more like Warhammer Plus shit.
Scatter terrain as well.
Oh my god. I knew this was I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it wasn't all gonna be Warhammer 40k. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Here you can see everything that is included within Spearhead City of Ash. So you've got all of the models, the terrain, the cards and things you need to start playing Spearhead. This is a great way in if you haven't played Warhammer Age of Sigmar Spearhead before. And frankly, if you already have and you just want 2 great new Spearheads, it's the perfect lunchtime game.
It's a self-contained box as well. So even if you've never played Age of Sigmar before, this actually gives you everything you need to start playing. And 2 really, really cool anticipated armies as well, like Eshin.
you think we're gonna hear anything about Dawn of War 4?
New Cities of Sigmar stuff. This is a great.
Total War Warhammer 40k.
Or split it with a friend. This is a great one.
Maybe.
So, that was a whistle-stop tour through the mortal realms as we got excited about Warhammer Age of Sigmar. We are still not done. We are going to return back to the Grim Dark.
Alright, everyone lock in. Alright, everyone lock in. These are Blood Angels. Yep, definitely Blood
Armageddon,
Angels.
the war world. Its soil is worthless, salted by the blood and sweat of generations.
Earthborn.
War is all that remains.
Ah, fucking
It
Ultramarines.
rises from the dust and echoes in the sky. A promise, a cacophony of endings. Arceus' sons, angels of death.
Firstborn.
We belong here. Our veins burn with his wrath. Our twin hearts hammer with his rage. War is all that we know.
Weird boy. Yeah, fuck you, Ultramarine.
This world must hold. There can be no retreat. There can be no mercy. There can be no peace. There is only
11th edition? Yep, there it is.
Did you like what you saw? Let's talk about it for just a minute, because I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, there's some very, very cool stuff in there. Obviously, there's Blood Angels in there. There's a big Orc Walker. I don't think we'd ever seen that before.
Yeah, absolutely. And a classic returning unit, slightly redesigned in a land speeder, but like very familiar for classic land speeder fans.
That looked a little bit like Vanguard Veterans to me as well.
Absolutely so.
Bit, maybe.
Yeah. So there's a lot to like in that trailer. My favourite moment was, I think, for many people.
I'd.
And then he takes a Crozius to the face.
He had his fun.
Love it. Incredible way to announce a new edition of Warhammer 40,000. We're really excited to talk to you about that for a few minutes now. So let's start by diving into the game.
Starter box. Starter. It's new. Try and look surprised.
It's new Warhammer 40,000. Let's talk about the game. Eddie, what can you tell us?
Yeah, so a new edition of Warhammer 40,000 obviously means a new core engine to drive this edition. That means loads of changes to all sorts of aspects of the game.
Alright, what do you got for me?
We're going to give you an idea about some of the things that might be changing and what it means for you.
What do you got for me?
But it means so much more than just the rules. It also means new cool stuff about the lore and the universe. You got a little bit of a hint of it there. We are going back to Armageddon, which is obviously one of the most important and pivotal and, I guess, coolest locations.
It's just such an iconic setting for Warhammer 40,000, and we've set it up really in an interesting way.
Yeah.
For the return of Yarrick. We're going to continue telling stories here and in other exciting places of the
Yeah?
And you got a bit of a sense of what might be happening in that cinematic as well. We are setting up in the Return of Yarrick what happens before the events of this new edition. Effectively, you have the Imperial forces, the human forces of Armageddon are bracing for this enormous wave of orcs that is bearing down on them.
Back to the war world.
But Ghazghkull and his legions are not far behind. They signal for help, and the help comes in the form of an enormous new Space Marine crusade, which is composed of all sorts of different chapters. The Blood Angels are obviously there, but you also have lots of other ones. The Ultramarines.
So we saw Ultramarines in the video, right?
Ultramarines are there as well as things like Black Templars, the Salamanders, the White Scars are there, all the classics.
So it's a classic Space Marine crusade force returning.
It's a good old-fashioned Space Marine crusade.
Once again to the war world. Yeah, and if you know anything about orcs, you know that the chance of a fight being bigger just brings more of them in. This is Ghazghkull's third run at it now. So the war that's going to hit this world is like nothing we've ever seen before.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right, so in addition to talking about the setting, we should show you what the launch box looks like.
Yeah, it's a bucket. It's not an Ultramarine box. Hell yeah!
This is Warhammer 40,000 Armageddon. It is a new launch box for a new edition. You can see in that artwork something quite nostalgic is happening. Anybody old enough in the room might be getting the same feeling in their heart as me. This really reminds me of my youth. Here you can see we're going to do an interesting thing with the graphic. It's a lot like the second edition of 40k to look at, but
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Like new artwork.
Yeah, there's some lovely little touches there that kind of nod to this original piece of artwork. Things like the heavy support Space Marine in the bottom right-hand corner, the placement of the grot, the pose of the Space Marine character, and some of the things that are happening in the background. That piece of artwork, obviously, from one of the earlier wars for Armageddon, we are going back there with a vengeance, and the Blood Angels and Orcs are taking center stage. A couple of things to say about this box as well. We're going to tell you a little bit more about some of the things that might be in this box today. We're not going to tell you everything. Some of that will be coming later. But this is an enormously cool box with loads of new Space Marines, loads of new Orcs, and all the rules and stuff that you'll need.
Absolutely. So let's. We imagine lots of you in this room want to know a bit more about the rules and what you can expect to change in the way you play. Right?
What do you guys need,
this weekend. So let's talk a little bit about those rules.
Psychic phase.
Let's start with our first point, which is we want to talk about that unified experience.
Yeah, so right now in Warhammer 40,000 you have the idea of narrative play and the idea of match play, and what that's kind of meant is that we kind of have two pools of people
and never the twain shall meet,
and who play Warhammer 40,000, and what we think actually is that every game of Warhammer 40,000 should feel like a rich and immersive narrative, whether you're playing at home or you're playing at the top tables of a tournament, and every game should feel balanced and exciting. And
I don't like this. Can I be real? I don't like homogenized
breaking down some of the barriers between narrative play and match play, so that generally all of your games should feel balanced and narrative is injected into the heart of all ways to play Warhammer 40,000.
Fantastic. A lot of people will have questions about the current rules that they've got available to them, so we can maybe reassure you. At launch, your codex still works.
Yay! I can go and buy
So this is a really important point.
I can go and buy the Tyrion codex.
In the past, we have seen what's sometimes referred to as like a re-indexing of the edition.
Absolutely.
That isn't happening this time round. If you have a codex at home today on your shelf, that will continue to work until that codex is eventually replaced over the normal course of releases. That also applies to the campaign books that are being released. So if you picked up the 500 Worlds or Maelstrom, or you're looking at the Return of Yarick, all the rules in those will still work.
I'm gonna go buy a Tyrion codex, because it's gonna be a while.
If you want new ways to use the models you've got in your collection, or an excuse to get new models, there's going to be loads of new detachments coming. 70 new detachments.
Yeah, so this is really big. Right on the first day of the new edition, there will be over 70 new detachments for Warhammer 40,000.
They're all Space Marine detachments. Fuck
which
you.
will immediately shake up the way that you play, and give you loads of new options in terms of being able to put units on the table in fun and exciting ways. A lot of them focus on units that maybe haven't had a chance to shine in the current edition, and let you play in ways that you've never been able to put a force together before.
Yeah, it's really exciting and a really novel and interesting thing for players to sink their teeth into, right? Your codex is existent already, but there's going to be a new thing for you to get to grips with right away.
Yeah, and the detachments actually work in a slightly different way to the current detachments as well. You can continue to use your current detachments, but there will also be a different way you can put together your army. One of the advantages of the detachments, the new ones that are coming and ones we'll see in the future, is that the detachment system is now modular. So for example, if you have an army that contains two smaller detachments and combine them together to create an army that works exactly as you would imagine your army should work on the tabletop.
Absolutely. This is going to really shake things up, right?
I'm going to combine Underground Assault Force and Endless Swarm.
For loads of us who've enjoyed Warhammer 40,000, what we want is to be able to sort of build an army that fits our imagination from those great stories that we've read and those iconic scenes, and this is going to enable you to do that in a way which could be quite competitively rewarding, you know, and do some really interesting things to the game.
Definitely you can pull it in a very competitive way and kind of build a great combo.
Or just completely forge the narrative,
but
right?
you can it's kind of designed really to let you absolutely have your army work the way you imagine it would. Some of the shots we saw just then on the previous slides will give you an idea about some of the detachments that might be coming, and some of them are fairly specific to certain units. So for example, there is one that lets the Emperor's Champion really shine if you've got a Black Templar's army.
I'm going to combine Subterranean Assault Force and Endless Swarm, because fuck you.
Khorne army, you can make those great. There's one that's a very stealth-themed army for Tau, so you can have stealth suits and ghost kills and things like that.
Perfect. So next up, we should talk about how the fact that we've got some things to talk about with regards to objectives.
Your beautifully painted armies and your beautiful terrain are scattered some weird circles that your guys have to go and stand on. There are no more objective marker circles in games of Warhammer 40,000. Instead, your troops will be battling over pieces of terrain. Taking and putting models onto pieces of terrain will be how you take them and on the battlefield.
The idea is that your games will focus on the things that you imagine your soldiers doing when you're playing a game of Warhammer 40,000. I've never once daydreamed of taking a circle. I've daydreamed of my
This is interesting. That's interesting.
Taking a trench work. And so the marker that you saw there.
In terms of missions, is going to be that the detachments that you choose will dictate the types of mission that you play. When an army goes into battle, it doesn't just go out with the intent of playing pitched battle against an enemy army. It will usually have a mission. It will be assigned, you have been sent out to disrupt the enemy's plans, or to ground,
or just to kill as many things as you can.
Many heads as you can.
Okay.
So there is a new system called Force Disposition, which your detachments will unlock. And when you come to play a game, you and your opponent compare your force dispositions, and that will generate the mission that you play. So if your mission is to take ground, and your opponent's mission is to take heads, you will be given a mission to play that means that both of you are trying to enact the narrative that your army brings to the table.
Okay. You know, that's interesting.
Next up, we should talk about some of the specific rule changes. The first up is that there's no more stratagem stacking.
Yes. That seems like a popular one in the room. So, right now, when you play a game of Warhammer 40,000, one of the go-to tactics is you save up all your command points and then you put them all into your best unit, and that unit becomes way better at fighting than it has any right to be, or far more durable. You have things like stacking Armor of Contempt alongside minuses to wound and decreased damage and all those sorts of things. In the new edition, you will need to choose which stratagem. You now can't use any other stratagems that turn, so you can't tank shock. If you have decided to use a stratagem to give you rerolls to hit in combat, you don't get the chance to have another.
This is interesting. I don't know what this means.
It's going to really shake things up.
But it sounds good. It sounds good.
We should also talk about a change which is going to affect, in particular, the early phase of the game, which is the ability for units to stay hidden.
Yeah, so this is a really big one, especially in terms of how you're going to deploy your armies. You cannot target an enemy unit that has not shot unless you are within 15 inches of it, if it is in a piece of terrain.
So imagine when you deploy your army, you put your Devastator squad or your Astra Militarum heavy weapon teams in a trench work or like a fortification or in some ruined buildings. That scene in the movie where you look at the guys lying in ambush and staying out of sight, that's what you get on the tabletop. So you don't have to park weirdly behind terrain now. You can be in it and still get that same benefit.
Yeah, so and you get that benefit up until the point that your unit effectively joins the battle. So you can park that unit high up in the terrain feature where previously they'd have to hide, and they are safe unless the enemy gets very close or until you've taken your shot.
Absolutely. Next up, there's some changes to how combat works. So it's been cleaned up. Eddie, can you tell us more?
So there's some big changes across the combat phase. Some subtle ones, some big ones. We'll go through some of them, but there's lots more, and you get a chance to kind of look at those when you finally get the rules in your hand. Fast dice rolling is now the standard. Most players kind of
already do it
already, but the rules are now written to assume that you're rolling all your dice for a single kind of set of attacks together, rather than kind of doing them one at a time. So that makes combat much faster. Combat activation has changed. The biggest change there is that in your turn, your strikes first units now go before your opponent. And in game terms, that means...
Ooh, there's some cheers for that one.
In game terms, that means if you've charged into an enemy army and they've got strikes first, at least one of your units will get to go before they go. That's quite a big change for some armies. Pile-in and consolidate now happen together. So you do all of your pile-ins for everything in your army, and then you do all of the combats, and then you do all of the consolidates. And what that means is that the pile-in move becomes much more about getting lots of your units into close combat and less about trying to kind of grab extra inches towards getting objectives.
Yeah, absolutely. And the final one is near to my heart because I like those risky charge rolls, right? But when they don't pay off, you guys stand around doing nothing. So it's different now.
It is different. So the way that charges work now is that you pick your targets after you have rolled your dice. So that does some pretty major things. So the first and most obvious thing is that if you move forward and you don't manage to get that charge against the unit you were aiming for, and there's a closer unit, you can now charge them instead. So you generally end up with less units standing around and kind of having failed the charge and not doing anything. It also means that occasionally you might get a unit into that big, long 12-inch charge that you wouldn't previously have tried, but you can now get in. So basically, this is a rule that just encourages you to get stuck into close combat. We don't like it when units move forward and then end up standing around not being able to kill stuff.
More charges, more often.
More charges, more often.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Bucket doing one charge! Bucket doing one charge!
Steel Legion Army, they drive around in chimeras. This one's quite exciting for me. Tell us about combat disembark.
There is now a rule where if your transport is in combat with an enemy unit, you can just get out straight into combat.
Alright!
Small caveat, It's not always the best idea because your unit will be battle shocked and might take casualties, but it makes it very difficult to completely lock down a force that's trying to drive forward with combat units to get stuck in.
Absolutely. Next up, we should talk about the leaders and the impact they have in your games. Essentially, your leaders are always going to lead. Can you unpack that for us?
Yeah, so when you choose a model that can lead a unit, you now assign it when you build your army list. So if you have a chaplain and he's going to lead one of your units of Space Marines, you now write that in your army list rather than choosing before the game. But the thing that happens in-game is that if the unit is...
I don't get it.
The character keeps all the benefits of leading the unit that he would normally have. So your chaplain doesn't become inexplicably worse at combat because the guys next to him have died. And the same is true for all the different characters. So that immediately means that all of those heroes that have lost their unit can carry on being maximum heroic right up until the moment they die.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess the last thing we should talk about, which connects to all of this, is there's going to be a huge refresh to the Warhammer 40,000 app.
Yeah, so the Warhammer 40,000 app has already proven to be readable and essential thing. There's loads of things coming for it. One of the things we can announce today is that we're going to increase language support. So right now the app is only in English. Going forwards, it will have support for English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, and Korean.
Well done remembering them all.
It's good, right? The app, there's loads of other things, but this is going to be a really useful tool for all of you going forwards, regardless of what language you play Warhammer in.
Yeah, I had a chance to get told some of the cool things that are coming, and I can't reveal it yet, but it's going to be super rad. I'm very excited
pay for
as a
all of
person
it.
who relies on the app for when I'm playing the game. So, we told you we'd show you maybe something from the new launch box. Would you like to see some new models?
Yes, yes, yes. I would love to see some new models.
So, let's start with this.
Oh my god, new firstborns? Okay, no, obviously not. But you can see they look like new firstborn.
So this is the first of the new Space Marine models. We're going to show you him today.
New
He's a
intercessors
Space
and
Marine
classic armor
intercessor,
elements.
and you see the coming together of old and new in terms of armor.
Stayed with has now had to be supplemented with parts of classic armor pieces. For us, though, that means that we get to use lots of very cool classic pieces like the Mark 7 helmet you can see.
It's
on
a
the
good
Space
look,
Marine.
right?
It's a good look. It's a good
It's
look.
a good look.
And that is the sort of thing you can look forward to going forwards. Lots of the Space Marines in this box will have elements of classic armor that you might recognize from earlier editions and earlier sets, mixed in amongst the Mark X Tacticus suits.
Yeah, absolutely. I like there's some lovely little details here. He's got the sort of the Purity Scroll style ribbon wrapped around his bolt rifle, all inscribed. The Primaris, when we first saw them, the Primaris Space Marines look quite clean cut, right? And they're increasingly blending in with.
They're getting a bit more gothic every time we see
absolutely.
them.
I really like it.
One of the other things to note as well about this model and all of the models in the Arena, Space Wolf, the Dark Angel,
the best
and
ones, the
Imperial
Dark
Fists,
Angels.
or, flavored to taste, I guess. You can paint him as any Space Marine chapter you like.
Fantastic. Would you like to see something from the other side?
Yeah.
Let's see an orc then.
They already showed us this.
Something's a bit different about him, right?
Yeah, so I think some of you already clocked it in the video, and obviously you can see it there on screen. In previous editions, in previous versions of the Orc box set, you had to choose whether you wanted to give your Orcs a shooter or a chopper. You can now have both. No Orc should leave home without a chopper, and no Orc would dream of going to the battlefield without carrying the biggest gun that he can carry. So going forwards, Orc boys are assumed to have whatever weapon the situation demands.
Get yourself a boy that can do both, right?
Absolutely.
That's pretty good.
So, we got one more sneaky tease of things that are coming in this box right now, and that is that we can confirm for certainty there is at least one squig in the box.
Little guy! Little little guy.
That went down quite well. You will need to wait a little bit longer to see the rest. Stay your disappointment. It'll be worth the wait, we promise. That brings us to the end of all of our reveals. Did you like what you saw? I guess what we need to do now is bring this thing home and wrap up this preview. First of all, thank you so much for bearing with us through the technical difficulties. You have been amazing as an audience. We've loved being here in front of you, and your attitude and your energy has carried this through for us, so thank you all for being here. We've had so much to show you. It's been really exciting. We've delved into Warhammer 40,000 and Kill Team, our friends at Joy Tour with the Space Marine helmet, Underworlds, Warhammer Age of Sigmar with the incredible Cockfort, and the biggest news in years and years with a new edition of Warhammer 40,000. Eddie, what was your favourite thing in the show?
I mean, I'm going to have 5.
I am completely taken with Commissar Graves and Vigilance. I need that in my life so bad. But I'm very excited about a lot of the things that we saw and showed. Right, don't forget, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to the new Warhammer 40,000 official YouTube channel so you can get all of access to these videos, and who are hosting Adepticon, to Hank and the team for letting us come here.
Wow.
It's incredible to be able to feel the energy in a room like this and to talk about Warhammer. Thank you to the team who've put on the preview, all the video guys who made the videos and put all the... Finally, Eddie and I would like to personally thank all of you for making this such a great preview. We have loved being with you for the last 2 hours. Thank you so much for making this a memorable experience, all of you in the room. We're going to leave you now. It has been a pleasure and a delight to be with you for this time. Eddie, thank you.
That was that. Wasn't much. I mean, we got a new edition. Hell yeah. You can get it's Blood Angels on the box, but once, not Ultramarines. Thank God. Getting some Firstborn stuff. Firstborn looking stuff anyway. Well, that was that. Thank you all for coming by.